All right. We just we just watched Trevor Lawrence dismantle the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. It was a good team game from Clemson. It wasn't even one of his best games. It wasn't one of the best performances that we've seen. We've seen Trevor Lawrence go absolutely berserk. We've seen him light up teams, throw for 400 or 500 yards. We've seen this before. This was a standard Trevor Lawrence game. You know what I mean? A standard T-Law game. And I am not being reactionary to the game that we just watched happen. I'm not. You can check the receipts. I have said this multiple times that I believe that Trevor Lawrence was the best or is the best quarterback prospect since Peyton Manning. I've said this multiple times. And I believe that what we're watching from this junior signal caller, he has to be in the conversation of the best quarterback prospect of all time. Now, let me make this very, 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 very clear. I am not saying that he's the best quarterback to ever walk the face of this earth. I'm not saying he's going to be a better pro than Patrick Mahomes or Peyton Manning or Andrew Luck or Deshaun Watson or John Elway, whoever the hell you want to name. He isn't there yet. I wouldn't insinuate that. I would not make that claim or assertion right now that he is better as an NFL quarterback than Hall of Fame caliber players, than Hall of Fame trajectory quarterbacks playing in the NFL right now. What I am talking about and what I am saying in this video, before you get all in a tizzy and start to go in the comments saying that I'm crazy, I'm talking about as a prospect. When we are looking at a collegiate player and projecting him to what he could be at the next level, we have not seen somebody like this ever. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, personally, do I believe that he has the potential and the talent to go down as one of the best ever? Hell yeah, I do. I do. I've watched it from the time that he took over for Kelly Bryant in 2018, leading that Clemson team to the national championship and putting on an absolute clinic versus Alabama with top defenders that are now playing in the NFL. Yeah, I think he can do it at the next level. But I'm not going to say that now. I'm speaking about as a prospect, and everything that Trevor Lawrence has put on wax since his time at Clemson has been phenomenal. Period. And I'm not diminishing how great of a prospect Peyton Manning was, or how great of a prospect Andrew Luck was, because they were fantastic quarterback prospects. And when you look at the talent surrounding a Trevor Lawrence, he had more talent than any of those guys, right? He had more talent than what Andrew Luck had at Stanford with Griff Whalen and Tyler Gaffney at throwing the ball to, and Kobe Fleener was his number one target. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had better talent. I'm not going to sit here and deny the fact that T. Higgins and Justin Ross and Travis Etienne and Amari Rodgers, those are legitimate. We're seeing what T. Higgins is doing in the league. Justin Ross was projected as a top wide receiver before his injury. Amari Rodgers is making himself some money. Travis Etienne is going to be a top running back in the 2021 class. So I'm not overlooking the fact that the talent is there. I'm not overlooking the fact that the errors are different, right? Peyton Manning wasn't asked to sling the ball around all damn game, every game, like Trevor Lawrence is doing. The Stanford's offense under David Shaw has been this 3 tight end pro-style approach. And up to Andrew Luck, he was the one that was able to the fact that he was throwing for 3,000 yards with that supporting cast just speaks to the volume of how good Andrew Luck was. But Trevor Lawrence, even coming out of high school, I utilize 24/7 Sports. I love 24/7 Sports. They give you so much information on these high school prospects, and I love their composite rankings. They have T-Law as the number 6th rated high school prospect of all time, from high school to college, of all time. Now, inside that top 6, you got some busts in there, right? There's some players who just didn't pan out. I love me some Ernie Sims at Florida State. He could hit like a Mack truck. Didn't pan out in the NFL. Davion Clowney's nice. Rashawn Gary, we'll see what that happens. So let's take that with a grain of salt. But still, as a prospect, coming out of high school, matriculating into college, the number 6 overall player ever in the history of 24/7 sports. So he came in with the hype, with the buzz, with the potential. It didn't just blossom out of nowhere, right? We're not looking at a Joe Burrow type ascension. Trevor Lawrence has been there. And when you look at the stats of these players, I mean, I'm not one for box score analysis. That's not really my thing. But when you're looking at Peyton Manning, right? And I remember that I'm a lot older than y'all may think, right? I know I'm youthful and all of that, but I got some age. I got some age to me. So I remember watching Peyton Manning at Tennessee. And in his best season, 3,800 passing yards, 60% completion percentage, 8 yards an attempt, 36 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. That's what we're working with Peyton. And Peyton wasn't giving you nothing on the ground, right? Negative 181 rushing yards in his career. So we ain't even talking about what he offered on the ground. Andrew Luck's career at Stanford, phenomenal. Back-to-back 3,000 passing yard seasons, 70% completion percentage or better in his final 2 seasons, coming off a 56% completion percentage as a freshman, averaging 8.9 yards per pass attempt in his career, 82 touchdowns, 22 interceptions, and then on the ground, damn near 1,000 rushing yards, 957 rushing yards, 7 TDs in his 3 seasons at Stanford. So his profile, it screamed legit, right? That's why he was the number 1 freaking pick. But if you go back to that draft, there were pundits, there were draft experts who actually debated Andrew Luck versus Robert Griffin. That was a real-ass conversation that was going down during that time. Colts made the right decision, drafted Andrew Luck. And as I've talked about, floor-raising quarterbacks. You know, if we were doing a tier 1 of number 1 overall picks, top quarterback prospects, not what they developed into at the NFL, then these 3 guys would be like in tier 1. And then, listen, I wasn't alive for John Elway and Johnny Unitas and all of that, so maybe they enter into that conversation as tier 1 all-time prospects. But for sure, if you're talking about a big 3 of collegiate NFL quarterback prospects, it's Peyton Manning, it's Andrew Luck, Trevor Lawrence in that top tier, right? But when you look at what T-Law, and today, versus Notre Dame, 322, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 90 rushing yards and a touchdown, showed those wheels on that 36-yard touchdown run. I've said this and people think I'm crazy, and I know it's easy to look at Justin Fields and think, oh, black dude should be the better rushing quarterback. He's not. I think Trevor Lawrence is a better runner of the football at the quarterback position than Justin Fields. And when he goes to the combine and he drops a low 4.6, high 4.5, people are going to lose their minds. Oh, my God, he's sneaky athletic. No, there's nothing sneaky about T-Law's athleticism. He's fucking athletic. He's not sneaky. Just stop with the skin color narratives. Dude is an athlete, better runner of the football, and probably faster than Justin Fields, period. And I mark that down, come back after the NFL Combine, and I'll just be like, yeah, I told you. Like, you can see it. He's fast. He's athletic as hell. He's pulled away from Ohio State in the playoffs. Like, did you not see what I saw? Like, he's that fast. But Trevor Lawrence, when you look at his collegiate career, taking over for Kelly Bryant as a true freshman, ascending that Clemson offense in the national championship. And granted, he played in more games than Peyton Manning and then Andrew Luck. Played in 15 games, all right? 3,200 passing yards, 30 TDs, 4 interceptions as a true freshman, 65% completion percentage. Very next season, 3,600 passing yards, 36 TDs, 8 picks, 65.8% completion percentage. This season, he's throwing for damn near 70% completion percentage, and after this game, could very well be at that 71% completion percentage. 20 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, along with 121 rushing yards this season, 563 as a sophomore, and 177 as a freshman. So he's giving you that production on the ground as well. Like, when I think about his floor at the next level, you're looking at a 4,000-yard passer and a 300-yard rusher every season. Every season floor. You know, maybe his rookie season he doesn't throw for 4,000, but you're looking at a quarterback who can easily give you 4,000 to 5,000 passing yards a season, plus 300, 400 rushing yards, easy every single season. And at 6'6", 220 pounds, there isn't a throw on the field that he can't make. There isn't. He can make every throw. Deep ball accuracy, precision making, floor raising ability. That's who Trevor Lawrence is. There's only one conversation. It's him to Luck, him to Peyton, And if you still believe that Luck is a better prospect, then fine. But I'm here to say I don't believe that we've seen a prospect like Trevor Lawrence ever. And when you compare him to the quarterbacks who were drafted number 1 overall in the NFL draft since Peyton Manning, since 1998, these are the quarterbacks who were picked number 1. Peyton Manning, Tim Couch, Michael Vick, David Carr, Carson Palmer, Eli Manning, Alex Smith, Jamarcus Russell, Matt Stafford, Sam Bradford, Cam Newton, Andrew Luck, Jameis Winston, Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, and Joe Burrow. If I just were to ask you which of these quarterbacks would you prefer over Trevor Lawrence, which ones would you take? You wouldn't say Baker. You wouldn't say Goff or Winston. I don't think many people would say Kyler. I don't think many people would say Burrow, especially what we know right now where Burrow is, or even as a prospect. I don't think we would say Burrow. I don't think we would say Sam Bradford, Matt Stafford, Jamarcus Russell, Smith, Eli Palmer, David Carr. Vic was a transcendent talent in his time, but he wasn't a better quarterback prospect than Andrew Luck. Tim Couch, yuck. It's Peyton Manning. It's Andrew Luck. If you want to make a case for Cam Newton and what he was able to do, then I would entertain that, but nobody in their right mind would take Cam Newton as a prospect over Trevor Lawrence. He's the best quarterback prospect that we have ever seen. And I personally believe that he's going to be a phenomenal talent. I believe that if you take this Trevor Lawrence and drop him onto the Adam Gase-led New York Jets right now, I am not saying they are a top 10-win team, an 8-win team, a 5-win team, but they're a better football team with that player, with him playing quarterback, than they are with anybody else, because he's that damn good. And we've got to appreciate the greatness of this player. Stop making all these if Andrew Luck had T. Higgins, if he had Travis Etienne, if Peyton Manning, we can't play that game. We can't play that game. And I'm not diminishing who they were as players, how they compared, as Hall of Famers or who they are as prospects. It's just Trevor Lawrence is that good, man. He's that good. And when you see greatness executed as efficiently as we've seen him do it, and we watched him do it for 3 years, sometimes you just get fatigued, right? I'm seeing silly shit on Twitter. If I had the number 1 pick, I'd trade back and take Zach Wilson or Kyle Trask and accumulate picks. You don't pass on T-Law. He's the number 1 pick. There's nobody. Even if Chase Young were in this draft, Chase Young would be the number 2 overall pick. It'd be Trevor Lawrence, then it'd be Chase Young. You know what I'm saying? I like Fields. I like Wilson. I like Lance. I like Jones. I like Trask. Trevor Lawrence is playing and has played on a level outside of anybody else that we've seen in this class, anybody that we've seen in the past 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, the best quarterback prospect of all damn time. And I'm done with it, over it. I ain't going to be talking about T-Law very much on this show because it's signed, sealed, delivered, locked and loaded. T-Law is the goddamn truth.